we're talking about a signature human dysfunction. I have a visual for you here of a human who is experiencing this human dysfunction that we are talking about today, and that is called anger. How do you know that this person is in anger? So if you look at the hands, the eyes, the mouth, if you look at the face, what does it look like? Looks so fiery, isn't it? Yes, because anger is very fiery. It sets ablaze everybody that is around us, and the situation that we are in is on fire. But look at this picture more attentively. I'll bring it a little closer. And look what is there next to his tie here. What is this? There is an explosive, and this explosive is within this human. And so the explosion that is causing this fiery attack on the outside is happening within this human. When somebody tells me, why are you angry? I'm like, I'm not angry. So today we are going to understand that why are we even in denial of the anger that we are feeling? If surely we want to be on the conscious path, and if we want to take responsibility for our lives and align our life with the present moment, then the first thing that we need to do is understand that there is anger. It's happening right now. So let's see what are the ways that I can make out that I am in anger. You could have knots in your stomach. You could have a fist that is really clenched, or your jaws tightly clenched like that. Basically a tightness, a blocking in the chest. I feel heat in my body. I feel kind of a heaviness in my head, and I also feel that I am talking more from my head than from my heart when I'm angry. The other thing that I feel we need to understand is really what is this emotion called anger. We associate anger with real fury, like breaking things and putting things in explosive mode. That could be the case, but there are many stages that still is anger. So let's see what are those stages. So first one is a furious stage, where we are so much in anger within us that we are destructive on the outside. The next stage is anger, just like feeling it as in the body, it's not normal. It's not at peace. The antidote of anger is calm. So basically there is no calm. That is anger. The other one could be frustration. Why is this not happening? Why did it not go my way? Or upset. Why is this happening? Like inside you something is happening, like you're upset. Or annoyed is also a part of anger. If it's carrying a charge, it is annoyance. That is very small anger. That is literally the lowest level of anger. And the last, of course, is calm. So if you're in any of these stages, fury, anger, frustration, annoyance, upset, then you are in anger. The next thing we need to ask ourselves is, why am I angry? Why am I manifesting this anger? If I am at peace within myself, will I be manifesting this anger? No. So the very fact that I'm being angry shows that I am not at peace within myself. There is something that is happening within me that is causing this explosion within me. So let me take care of this explosion. Basically what is happening is we are threatened by whatever is happening on the outside. When we are perceiving a threat from everything, for example, my child says, no, I don't want to do this. And I get angry. So what have I perceived? I've perceived a threat in what this child is saying, no, I don't want to do it. The manifestation that you're seeing of anger is like an iceberg, the top of the iceberg. That is the screaming, the yelling, the shouting. But underneath that iceberg is all these, the perceived threat that we are seeing. So that can be, nervousness, or you're very exhausted, or you're feeling rejected, you're offended, so many reasons. Offended is one of the reasons, right? When somebody says no to us. So why do we run into the anger mode and start yelling? It's because we have been threatened. And you may ask, what is being threatened? Well, the parental ego is being threatened. I have put myself on a pedestal and this child is not listening to me. So there is a threat there, and then we become angry. But the reason we go to that anger, that's because where we are going is our primitive brain, where you just want to take care, the survival instinct kicks in. So, but the point is to deal with the situation, what do we need? We need the part of the brain which can think, which can discern, which can decide what is the right course of action for me at this point in time. How will that happen if the survival mode has kicked in? The whole brain is in that survival mode, right? That's what is happening when we are in anger. So we are threatened and we are pushed into the survival mode. What is it that we can do to understand that this is happening in our body right now? My survival instinct has kicked in. How am I going to tell my brain? There is no threat. Don't worry, you are safe. You can just take a breath and act from a point of discernment. So that is where our role of taking care of anger comes. So let's talk about what is it that we can do to diffuse this explosion that's happening within us. The first step is to understand that the explosion is happening. First is to accept that yes, this is an explosion that is happening within me. Then focusing on your breath, breathing. You can't learn archery on a battlefield, can you? You can't learn breathing when you are really angry. It's important to be practicing it. Even at times when you are not angry, it takes time, our bodies have done this for such a long time to go into the survival mode, especially if there has been trauma in your life, then that has kicked in. So to change the shift into, okay, survival mode has kicked in, now how can I breathe and tell myself or my brain, this is a wrong alarm, false alarm, there is no threat. The child is just denying what I just said. That's okay, we can talk about it. Coming into that takes practice of breath. And like I said, practice it earlier so you can use the breath. But now breath is not enough. We have to go to the root of the cause. If you just take care of the manifested anger by pouring water on it, you're not looking at this, what is there underneath. What I'm here to tell you to look in, which I am also doing on myself. Anger is my signature dysfunction too. Just zoop, I get into that mode. And I've caught myself where, okay, what is happening? Smruti, calm down. Where's the threat? What is the threat that you see on the outside? Let's take a breath. Let's breathe and then see. And this takes a moment, but definitely the anger, the fire, the explosion inside comes down much faster than before. And slowly you will catch it at the right time when the explosion is about to happen. And so there's no damage that is done to you, mostly to ourselves and then to the other. The inner dialogue, the contemplation, the investigation, self-inquiry, whatever you may call it. What is it that happened? Why did I lose it? It's not why did they behave like that? Why did they do that? They did it. It's over. Remember, nobody else is in our control except ourselves. But why did I? When you have that inner dialogue, the action arises. but not with kind of a reaction mode, but a response. This response is needed at this time, and who has decided that it is needed? It is the true essence that we are, the awareness that we are. The awareness that's within us that makes us say and do the things at the right time that is necessary. That is important. But acting out of anger is not, nobody is going to listen to us. We're just going to be exploding. So when you understand this, you will be even more effective, even in those areas where you want to bring a change about. So that is the way of what to do when you are in anger. So what to do, it arises, but this is what to do. Taking responsibility, going through these steps, and making your whole life a process of learning. It's got to be going inside. It's got to be an experience. When you start making this an experience, you will see that anger is arising. And if somebody tells you you are in anger, you'll say, thank you. I see, I missed it. Thank you. Now I'm going to sit and breathe. You're not going to say, I'm not angry, because you know you are in anger as soon as you see these things that are happening. Until we meet again, keep diffusing the anger that arises. Bye-bye.